Hello, class. Today, I want to go through with you how to do some of the problems where it's positive plus negative. I'm calling them the harder problems, the ones that we skipped when we first got into this with the lesson before. And I'm going to show you that we're going to use this number line for some of them, but not for all of them. And I'm going to show you that here's some examples. So you're only going to be responsible for the problems that are highlighted in yellow on this class worksheet and the home worksheet. So in other words, if it's not highlighted, you don't have to do it. So you wouldn't be doing problem 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, because we already did those before. We're going to do these ones highlighted that are more difficult. And I want to show you how that lines up with the answer sheet that you're going to be using to submit your answers. So for example, here you can see we have to do problems 3, 6, 9, and 12. We don't have to do all these. So that lines up with your answer sheet. Okay, you can see there's a spot for answers for 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Any that you don't have to do, say nope in red. And it even says that up here. You do not have to complete the problems that say nope. So don't do those. We already did them. And you wouldn't be able to anyway because there's no spot for you to put your answer. There's only spots for you to put your answer here. So with that being said, I think I want to go through these first 4, and I'm going to show you how on these first 2, and actually and even this one we can use the number line, but this one we wouldn't be able to. So what we have is 4 plus a negative 7. So what I want to show you is that really 4 plus a negative really becomes a minus. So really, if I was going to rewrite this problem, I would rewrite it as 4 minus 7. And I hope you notice that my positive number is smaller than my minus number or my negative number. So my answer is going to end up being negative here. And you're going to see that as the trend of what happens with all of these that we're going to see. So 4 minus 7. So I can show that on the number line because starting out with 4, so that again, we're looking at 4 minus 7. So if I'm starting off with 4, I'm going to count over to 4. Here it is. And then minus 7. When I minus, I move to left. So I minus 7. So I minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's where I end up. I end up at what? Negative 3. So 4 minus 7 equals negative 3. And here I could use the number line. Start off with 4, subtracted 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I ended up at negative 3. So 4 plus a negative 7, or 4 minus 7, equals an answer of negative 3. And then to put that answer on my answer sheet, if I was doing that, I would just go here and type in my answer of negative 3. That would be my answer. Okay, there we go. So that's how I'd put my answer in. Going to the next one, we have 10 plus negative 15. So again, plus a negative means minus. So I would have 10 minus 15. Okay, 10 minus 15. So again, I can use a number line to show that. So let me get rid of this stuff I don't need anymore. I don't need this. I'm just going to erase that. And I'm going to erase this because now I'm working with 10 minus 15. All right, so I want to start out 10. So I go over to 10 to start. And then I'm going to subtract 15. So again, subtracting means going to the left. So I'm going to go to the left 15 times. So subtract 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I end at negative 5. So 10 minus 15 equals negative 5. All right, or So 10 minus 15 equals -5, or 10 plus a -15 equals -5. And again, if I had my answer sheet, I would just type my answer for number 6 is -5. And there I go. There's my answer. All right. So as I said, we couldn't use the number line for this because you're going to see that I can't start at a 19 because this number line only goes to 10. So then how do I do these sort of problems where I can't use a number line? Well, that's a good question. So first I want to say to myself, well, what do I have to do? 19 plus a -21. So plus a negative means minus. So again, 19 minus 21. Well, if I have a calculator, I can literally type into my calculator 19 minus 21, and I can get the answer. But let's say I don't have a calculator that'll do that. So what I want you to notice is that your negative number is larger than your positive number. All right, your negative number is larger than your positive number. So I'm going to get rid of that circle that I just made here. Get rid of that little thing too. So when you don't have a calculator or you don't have a number line that works, okay, what's larger, my positive number or my negative? My negative number is larger. So then I know my answer is going to be negative. And then I just ask myself, what's 21 minus 19? 21 minus 19 is 2. So my answer would be -2. And if I had a calculator, 19 minus 21, that would tell me that it was -2 also. But please make sure you notice the negative sign or symbol that's on your calculator screen if you're using one. And again, to go to my answer sheet, I would put in my answer here of -2. And one more problem to show you. And this one, we can use the number line because it would be starting at 2 and going back 14. Scroll down a little bit. So I say to myself, 2 plus a -14. So plus a negative means subtract. So that's 2 minus 14. Okay, I can use the number line if I want, but let me first get rid of the stuff I don't need for my last problem. Bring this all down and erase it all at once. Okay, so now I'm working with 2 minus 14. So I'm going to start at 2. And I'm going to subtract 14. So I'm going to go back 14 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oops! I thought I was supposed to be able to use the number line for this. Well, if I'm thinking, I would know that I already went -12. So if I went minus 13, 14, where would that put me? I hope I would realize that that would put me at -12. So let's see if that makes sense of what I said, what we did here. What's larger, my positive or my negative? Oh, my negative is larger. So that means my answer is going to be a negative. And then I ask myself, what's 14 minus 2? 12. So my answer is -12. Just like we said here when we thought we could use the number line, but we couldn't because the number line only went back here. So I could go beyond the number line or extrapolate, as we say, or I could just use the strategy that I just said. What's larger, my positive or my negative? Oh, my negative is larger, so my answer is going to be negative. 14 minus 2 is 12. Or if I'm lucky enough to have a calculator that works, I can do that too. And then I would put my answer in. 12 is the answer of -12. Okay, so hopefully that video was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will help you then.